Welcome, dear friend. We're talking about slavery today. God put that on my heart because of several reasons, I think. But the main reason was two, actually, main reasons. I remember flying on one of these long-haul flights from Europe to Australia, and I met a person. We spent a fair bit of time flying, and as I found out, he was from Germany, studying psychology here in Australia in Sydney. And he was, his father was Catholic priest or something. He told me his story, and he told his experience, his life experience. He was a gay. And he wanted to be free, but he said, I can't. I just can't do it. I want to be free, I want to be with God, I want to be a Christian. But I'm stuck, I'm a slave. The other reason about Wednesday night was I woke up in a dream, seeing a person. It was like I was inside a person who was getting enslaved in the sexual slavery somewhere on one of these cruise liners, and he was trying to escape the trucks through the tolls and whatnot, through the borders, and doing all sorts of things. It was not. I don't watch movies, but it was worse than a horror movie. Plenty of people are slaves today. So many people today, these falling stars, the people who for a short time go to glory, getting admired by other people because they've got money, they've got position, they're on the TV or they're popular. People follow them, and for a very short period, and they fall down to the ground and disappear again. It's a concept, star concept of Satan. God made it much better. If you read in the Bible, he's talking about there will be stars forever. They will shine like stars in heaven, the people who follow him. I'm talking about this slavery and get out of it. Jesus is talking about it himself in John 8:36, chapter 8:36. If the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed. You will be free. You can be free. God can free you up. Worst slavery today of today's society is sin, sex, stimulation, drugs, addictions. The list goes on. People are slaves. Are you sex slave today? Can he free you up? Yes, he can. He can. How? I don't know. Ask him. He does. He said himself. Son, he's talking about himself. Jesus is talking about. He can give you a chance. He gave me a chance to stay from this list, most of it free, in destroyed society in Europe and Germany. He can do the same thing with you. He can free you up. Are you disappointed in the church? Church won't save you. Jesus will. Same applies to so-called Christians or holy people. God, Jesus saves. There are God's people out there, and they will guide you to Him. They will guide you to God. But it's still God, Jesus saves. What to do? What can you do? Cry out to Jesus. Ask Him. Ask for forgiveness, for guidance. Don't look back. Run towards Him. He will guide you to heaven here on earth, or literally to heaven. I read from a Bible the passage from a man that in the last moments he came to know God. This is in Luke 23. And I read from 32. 2 other men, both criminals, were also led out with him to be executed. That's execution of Jesus. That's the man he will free up. Then they came to the place called the Skull. There they crucified him along with the criminals, one on his right, the other on his left. Jesus said, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." And they divided up his clothes by casting lots. The people stood watching, and the rulers even sneered at him. They said, "He saved others. Let him save himself if he is a Christ of God, the chosen one." The soldiers also came up and mocked him. They offered him wine vinegar and said, "If you are the king of the Jews, save yourself." There was a written notice above him which read, "This is the king of the Jews." One of the criminals who hung there hurled insults against him. "Aren't you Christ? Save yourselves and us." But the other criminal rebuked him. "Don't you fear God?" He said, "Since you are under the same sentence, we are punished justly, for we are getting what our deeds deserve. But this man has done nothing wrong." Then he said, "Just remember me, then you come into your kingdom." Jesus answered him, "I tell you the truth, today you will be with me in paradise." This man was on the end of his life. He had only a short time to live. There was only a few hours left, and he would be dead as many others. But he decided to do something different than the other guy next to him or across Jesus. They were left and right. But one of them, he seen something in Jesus. He listened to these words, "If Son sets you free." He heard it with his soul, with his spirit. He understood, this is my chance to die. Jesus, remember me, then you come to your paradise. Truly I tell you, you'll be with me in the paradise today. Extremely short conversation and the guy was saved. That person was saved. He was freed up from his slavery. Jesus can do the same thing today with you. Don't lose your chance. Don't lose your chance. Go, run after it, and you will get it. That's what Jesus rewards. He rewards people who turn around and run towards him. Maybe you are so-called Christian, but you're struggling with pornography or something else. Stay clear. Steer clear of it. Don't become a slave. Paul writes to Timothy in 2 Timothy 2:22, "Flee also youthful lusts, but follow righteousness, faith, love, peace with them that call on the Lord out of a pure heart." Everything is in there. Everything is given. Ask for forgiveness, clear up, and then get clean and fill your soul with the good things. And the Bible is even talking about who are these people. They are people who call on the Lord out of pure heart. This is your chance. If you got trapped in addiction, there are centers out there that people help, rehabilitation. But again, they won't save you. They will help you. It starts with your own decision. Your decision today and sticking to that decision. God is able to free you up. You heard, if Son frees you up, you'll be free indeed. Jesus was surrounded by ex-people. There were prostitutes, there were tax collectors, there were murderers who followed him. And they all got it. Ask, and he will give it to you. In Revelations, we read in chapter 7:9, after this I looked, and there before me was a great multitude that no one could count, from every nation, tribe, people, and language, standing before the throne and before the Lamb, before Jesus. Millions, billions of people. No one could count, not even a supercomputer. Call on Jesus, and you will be one of them. May God help you. If you have questions, just write below, write to our channel. We'll respond. We are praying for you. May God bless you.